Hello, hello. Welcome to Heart of the Tribe. So glad that you're able to come and join me today. I wanted to share a little bit of information. I've got some exciting things coming up. One, I hope you guys like my new intro. Finally learned how to do one all by myself. So that's exciting. So I've got a great show that's going to be coming up, and I wanted to tell you about it. It's all about healing through sound frequency. And I'm so excited about this show. So let me get on here and operate my PowerPoint. Okay, so save the date, December the 6th of 2023, coming up in about a week at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be joined by Tammy Sorenson and Dr. Alphonso Monzo III. Now, I haven't had the pleasure of getting to interview Tammy Sorenson yet, but I am so excited to do so. Her website's just fantastic. I'm going to make sure that I have links to her website and to Dr. Monzo's in the description. Her site is called Sound Expressions, and Tammy Sorenson is certified sound and healing therapist, certified voice biosound and healing therapist, certified integrated bioenergetic regeneration therapy practitioner, certified in vibrational sound coach, which is Soma Energetics. She's a certified essential oils coach. She has a BA in piano performance, a BS in vocal music education, an MA in music education, doctorate in practical theology, and a licensed spiritual health coach. When you see her website, you're going to be just amazed. I'm going to tell you some more about that in just a minute. Let me tell you a little bit about my second guest in case you have never gotten to see a show of mine with Dr. Alphonso Monzo III. He is a naturopathic doctor, LMT, LPNM, the founder of the Aleph body system, specialist in the field of biophysics. So Dr. Monzo holds a degree in electronic engineering technology. He has an award, an academic award in technology. I mean, oh my goodness, I could go on and on. He earned his BS in biblical studies and Christian ministries at Grace College and Theological Seminary back in 2003. He's a graduate of the Carnegie Institute of Integrative Medicine and Masotherapy, where he specialized in myofascial neuromuscular therapy. He's a personal fitness trainer and sports massage. He LMT Ohio Medical Board. He has his Master's of Divinity from Christian Leadership University out of Cheektowaga, New York, and a double degree from Life Training Institute as a naturopathic doctor and a licensed professional naturopathic minister. So this is going to be an incredible show. I want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about cymatic therapy, right? And I don't know if you've ever seen all of this. There is an amazing video that I'll put a link to. When I went to Dr. Monzo's class to become certified as an Aleph body therapist myself, he showed us this video about cymatics by, I think it's Nigel. I'll have to get it right. I'll put the link. Okay. So anyway, cymatic therapy is all about sound waves, specifically chosen to support various conditions, which are applied directly to the body. So this form of sound healing directs frequencies into the body to restore resonance and harmony. The healing frequencies are related to those emitted by a healthy organ or a body part. In this way, the immune system and other natural regulatory functions are stimulated. Okay, so I will put this link. I just put some of the piano notes, to give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about. So I found this interesting. I was thinking about this, and I wanted to think about what I've been learning from the Aleph body system and words and word pictures, right? Because that's what I like, is the odiote. So I was looking at Psalm 42, at the word Psalm, and it is H4210 if you're looking in Strong's or Brown Driver Briggs. The word is Mizmor, right? So it's got a mem, a zayin, a mem, a vav, and a resh. So one of the things that I wanted to do to help explain this energetic healing system is I just wanted to take this word and map it out to the Aleph Tav body points that Dr. Alphonso Monzo has mapped out, right? So if we're looking at a mem, it's right here. It's on the chest. So you can see on my PowerPoint, I've got the two mems right up at the chest. It's just kind of above the breast, right at the breastbone, right? So it's right there. And there's one on each side, okay? Like a mirror, one on either side of the body. So that's what we're seeing here in the pictograph. This mem, it's water, it's waves going up and down, right? It's water, it's movement. And then we have a Zion. Okay. So the Zion is located on the bottom of the big toe. Now, this is very interesting to me as the fact that the priests were anointed. This is one of the places where priests were anointed, right? When we look back with the anointing oil, where was that placed, right? One of the places was the right toe. Okay, so there we see this is where the point of the Zion is on the body. And then we've got another mem. So we've got mem, Zion, mem. So back here again. So we've gone from the point of the breast to the toe, back to the point of the breast. And then we've got it connected. So we have a vav. Well, this is interesting because the main point of the vav centers right here, right at the insole, kind of the insole. But then there are three other body locations that affect the energy flow in the body with this vav point. So I've got it right here showing you what those are. Okay. Now this word mizmor ends with a resh. And where is our resh located? But right here in the forehead. You can see it with my little picture. Those aren't eyes. Those are the resh points on my picture. So I just wanted to look at that concerning the Aleph Tav body system. Okay. And maybe Dr. Monzo will be able to go into more of this for us. I'm so excited. He's just got such wisdom and insight to share with us. So this word picture is a psalm, is waves of energy with the concept of a harvest in the midst of the waves of energy. The waves of energy surrounding the harvest is connected to what we are dwelling on in our thinking, in our minds, right? All action begins with thoughts, right? What are you putting your mind toward? Is your mind on the harvest? Because where are the fish? They are in the midst of the waters right now. They're in the midst of the nations, right? And what we're supposed to be fishers of men. So as I am singing, what is it to have a psalm to Yah, right? I am concentrating with everything within me, and my body is mostly made of water. I'm thinking about the harvest that's out in the nations, right? And this harvest is going to be connected to what I dwell on in my mind. Do I let myself get overwhelmed with all the bad news going on, or am I meditating day and night in his word, thinking about what he has for me to accomplish right in this time on the earth? It's interesting as I'm talking about this. Sometimes it just gets hard to keep plowing, right? I mean, my life is no different than anybody else's. There are things coming at me. There's spiritual warfare. There's a lot of stuff going on. Things are not always easy. And I have to overcome my own stuff and have to deal with the problems that are put on mine and my husband's plate. And I have to submit those to Yah and learn how to leave them in his hands and then get busy doing what he's telling me to do for his kingdom and trust him with the outcome of the things that are overwhelmingly on my plate, right? Not that I don't do what I know to do, but you do what you know to do. And then it's like, get busy. Don't dwell on all of that, but redirect your thoughts and start doing what you've been created to do. It was funny, I haven't really been very inspired to make a video just because I'm dealing with so much stuff. And I heard y'all tell me 3 times yesterday. I was like, okay, I get it. 3 times. Your job is to get on and proclaim my kingdom and be a light in the midst of darkness and leave your troubles in my hands, right? It's in, what is it? In First Peter, cast all your care upon me because I care for you, right? And so that's what we've got to do. And that's what I am doing and getting ready for this show. Okay, so I wanted to just look at a couple of things that I think are really cool about this. So this, I don't know if anybody's ever looked at Dr. Masaru Emoto's work, but I've been looking at this for a long, long time, well over 20 years. I went to a conference well over 20 years ago with a friend of mine, Danielle, and this information, his work was put up on the stage with all these pictures about the effects of words on water. Right. And this is the whole thing. You can have a beautiful effect that brings good resonance and symmetry throughout your body and brings health and healing, or you can fragment the water crystals by negative thinking, negative words, negative energy. And a lot of that's what this is about. So he has a quote here that says, let me just read it to you. Water crystals is photographed by Dr. Masaru Emoto. When directing words and thoughts to water, Dr. Emoto discovered that words with positive energy form beautiful water crystals when frozen. Negative words and thoughts create distorted, discolored blobs with no crystalline structure at all. He says, water has memory and carries with it our thoughts and prayers. As you yourself are water, no matter where you are, your thoughts and prayers will be carried to the rest of the world. Very interesting. So, how does music affect water? Dr. Emoto also studied how sound affects water. The Emoto music studies demonstrate how certain types of sound, like classical music, generate beautiful crystalline patterns, while heavy metal music generate ugly and distorted crystalline formations. In the images that we just saw, you see the crystalline formation resulting from water being exposed to Mozart's Symphony Number 40, and then in contrast, what the water crystal image looks like after listening to heavy metal music. So there's another way to structure water, and I've got a link to this in the description. Dr. Monzo at his clinic sells what's called the ATB, the Aleph body home laser kit, where you can structure your water before you drink it, right? And so this is the power of light technology. So what's available is this is an informational delivery system to provide the body with a powerful download of frequency-based nutritional and immune support. The laser and accompanying informational vials is a key element in the Aleph body system. The home unit's foundational vial is the multi-nutritional. It's labeled MN when you get it, right? Which supplies the information related to vitamins, minerals, herbs, cell salts, etc., and even structures water. The system has been specifically designed to combat 21st century concerns. New vials are always being added and can be customizable. Currently, the system includes 6 vials. So if you don't have that yet, look at my description and go get yourself a home laser kit. We don't know how much longer the supply chain will be in place. It is good to have things that are stable, that you can minister to yourself, your family, your circle of influence, right? Who knows who Yah may send your way. All right. So one of the other things is there is a set of unweighted tuning forks available, and I have the link here. This is one of the things that we are going to heavily dig into in this interview with Tammy Sorenson, who is the sound therapist at the Wellbeing by Design Clinic, which Dr. Monzo's clinic, right? So she is the one who designed all the music that goes with the Aleph body system. And she is the sound therapist that is an expert in using these tuning forks. And I can't wait to hear what all she's going to teach to us and share with us about this. Very exciting. And as I have my tuning forks and I've been using them, but I can't wait to take my level of learning from here to here after listening to Tammy. So I am very excited. So there is an entire set available, and I've got the link below in the description. And also on the website, you can book your own personalized sound therapy consultation with Tammy. Right. And so we're also very excited about that. I'm going to be booking my own very soon. So I wanted to just look at some, I'm a word person, so I wanted to start looking at some of the words where we're looking at sound and frequency and what's going on with all that, right? In Yah's word. So I'm starting at Job 37:1. It says that this also my heart trembles and is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice and the sound that goes out of his mouth, right? What is that word here? It's Shema, right? We'll get into that. It says he directs it under the whole heaven. So Yah is the author of sound, right? He directs it under the whole heaven and his lightning unto the ends of the earth. After it, a voice roars, right? This is kol, a voice roars. He thunders with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard. El thunders marvelously with his voice. Great things does he, which we cannot comprehend. So what is sound? All right. So I wanted to look at this one in the pictograph also. The word is Haggah that is used in the previous portion of scripture we were looking at in Job. The Brown Driver Briggs describes it as a rumbling, a growling, a moaning. It is a hey, a gimel, and a hey. Okay, so it is also a root word, right? So when we look at the etymology of this root word, it is meant to express thoughts. Sound in this Haggah is meant to express a thought. So when Yah is thundering forth his voice, right? He is expressing his thoughts, his intents, his purposes upon the earth, right? Psalm 1:2 says, but his delight, who is this? This is the righteous man. His delight is in the Torah of Yahweh, and in his Torah, he meditates day and night. This is also the word Haggah, to meditate, right? To set ourselves, to put our mind on Yah's word, on his voice, on his intent. I like to picture myself when I really just want to get close to Yah. I picture myself literally laying my ear upon the breast of Yahusha and saying, let me hear your heartbeat. Let me hear your heartbeat of intent, your heartbeat for what you desire. What's on your heart right now? How can I participate in your kingdom of light? All right. Job 37:3-5. He says, he directs it under the whole heaven and his lightning unto the ends of the earth. After it, a voice roars. He thunders with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard. El thunders marvelously with his voice. Great things does he, which we cannot comprehend. So the voice, I had mentioned this before, is kol, right? It is a kuf, a vav, and a lamet when we take it to the root word, right? The Brown Driver Briggs says it's voice, sound, noise. So looking at the etymology of the word, what does etymology mean? It is the truth of the word, right? It is sound, right? It's to multiply noise, to express thoughts aloud. It is a thundering, it is a tone, it is a sound, right? Exodus 19:19 tells us, and when the voice, the kol of the shofar sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moshe spoke. And Elohim answered him by a voice, right? So we've got the voice of the shofar sounding long. It's awakening the voice of Moshe to come forth. And then Elohim's voice. It's like it's all moving in concert, right? Wonderful to think about this. And then Exodus 19:16 says, and it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders. It's that same thing. This is the voice. This is the kol, right? There were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the shofar exceedingly loud, so that all the people that were in camp trembled. They trembled at his voice. Remember, they said, "You go talk to him, Moshe." Scared him. So then in Revelation, we've got a couple more verses that I just wanted to leave us with to ponder on. Revelation 1:15 says, and his feet like undefined brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Revelation 14:2-3, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of the kitharist playing with the kithara. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four living creatures and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. Revelation 19:6-8. And I heard as it were the voice of a great multitude, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thundering, saying, Hallelujah, for Yahweh Elohim Zavaot reigns. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his woman has made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the Kodashim. I think this sound that we're about to really be digging into is going to be tremendous for our spiritual revelation and understanding. I can't wait to learn more. So I'm going to be coming back with another program, and here's where we're going to start, and it's going to be with hearing, with the Shema. And we're going to dig in even more to the voice. You know, it's really important to me. I'll be coming back with that one, but it's really important to me. I want to hear Yah's voice. I believe that his word, his voice, his resonance has the power to translate me, and he has translated me out of a kingdom of darkness and into the kingdom of light. And I want the fullness of that light shining forth through me to all who can receive. So I even traveled one time all the way from Florida to Niagara Falls just to go sit to try to listen for that voice of many waters. And I believe experiences like that have changed me because I have a deep desire to hear his voice. So I pray that you have a deep desire to hear his voice. I pray that you'll come and join us for this special interview. And I hope you'll enjoy the presentations I'm going to be bringing forth this week about his voice. All right. And with that, blessings and shalom.